Hey guys, it's Dinohunter here, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about elephants. Let's go. So elephants are the largest living land animals. There are 3 species of extant, that means living, elephants currently recognized, and they are in 2 genera. Genera is the plural of genus. These species are the only surviving members of the Elephantidae family, the family which contains all 3 of the species. First is the African bush elephant. This is the largest of the elephants, making it the largest living terrestrial animal, with the largest individuals reaching 3.96 meters, that's 13 feet, at shoulder height, and weighing 10.4 tons, that's 22,900 pounds. They are found across 37 African countries and inhabit forests, grasslands, woodlands, and wetlands, from sea level all the way up to slopes on mountains. At Amboseli National Park, elephants' calls have been identified as meaning different things, their own language. Next is the Asian elephant. And Asian elephants are found from the Indian subcontinent to Southeast Asia. They are known for their long tusks and trunks, folded ears, and wrinkled skin. Males of this species get to around 2.75 meters, that's 9 feet tall at shoulder height, and weigh around 4 tons, that's 4.4 short tons. They can also be found at very high elevations, and at sea level, living in forests all around its range. Lastly is the African forest elephant. This critically endangered elephant has straight, downward-pointing tusks and is native to rainforests in West Africa and the Congo Basin. Males get 2.4 to 3 meters, that's 7 feet 10 inches to 9 feet 10 inches, at shoulder height, and females get to around 1.8 to 2.4 meters, that's 5 feet 11 inches to 7 feet 10 inches. These elephants are highly social, living in groups of up to 20. So now let's talk about their trunk. Elephants' trunks are prehensile, that means that they are adapted for grasping or holding, that are controlled by precise muscle contractions. Elephants can move objects grabbed by the trunk into the mouth and also provide an elephant with an incredible sense of smell. The trunk is strong enough to lift up to 350 kilograms. That's 770 pounds. Next, their tusks. Elephants' tusks replace their milk teeth when they are around 6 to 12 months old. They then grow at the rate of around 17 centimeters, that's 7 inches, per year. These tusks are made of ivory and will hurt the animal if they are removed. Elephants can be right or left tusked, just like we can be right or left-handed. Next, their ears. Elephants' ears have many blood vessels in them. These are called capillaries. Warm blood can flow into these vessels, releasing excess heat into their environment. Elephants' ears can also flap back and forth, helping them to cool down even more. The bigger the ears, the more vessels they have, and the elephants that live in warmer climates have the largest ears. Next, their intelligence. Elephants are considered to be some of the smartest animals on Earth. They recognize their own reflection in a mirror, and this is a clear indication of cognition and self-awareness. Elephants are known to use tools, like Asian elephants precisely making and using branches to swat flies. They have been seen displaying emotion and a great memory. Next, let's talk about must. Adult male elephants enter a state called must, in which they have higher levels of testosterone. Elephants get more aggressive during this time. The main way to see whether an elephant is in must is to look for fluid running down the side of its face, just behind the eye, like you can see in that picture in the bottom right. When males fight, if one male is in must and the other isn't, it will win most of the time, even if the non-must male is bigger. Next, let's talk about their threats. All of the elephant species are listed as threatened on the IUCN Red List. The African bush elephant is listed as endangered and is threatened by poachers. They usually target the males for their tusks. This leads there to not being enough males in the population. It is also threatened by habitat loss due to logging and mining, as well as pathogens like anthrax, tuberculosis, which they contract from humans, and cyanobacteria. The Asian elephant is also listed as endangered. It is also threatened by poaching and diseases, but another factor contributing to this animal status is human-elephant conflict. Humans have coexisted with elephants for thousands of years in some places. In others, there was conflict. Habitat loss and the growing human population has caused these elephants to come into contact with humans more often. These elephants will not attack for nothing, but they are unpredictable and can charge. If humans try to harm an elephant, it could start attacking people without provocation in the future. The African forest elephant is listed as critically endangered. The main threat to this elephant is also habitat loss, and it is also threatened by poaching for ivory. But African forest elephants are also threatened by the bushmeat trade, with this becoming an international market. An additional problem with this is that, unlike the ivory trade, the people targeting elephants for meat do not only go for adults. So now let's talk about their close relatives. Elephants have really weird close relatives. Their closest living relatives are dugongs and manatees. Then it gets really weird. Their other closest relatives are dassies, tenrecs, golden moles, elephant shrews, and aardvarks, which you can see in order on the bottom. Yep, the largest living land animal's closest relatives are these tiny creatures. Now, let's talk about some prehistoric elephants. First is, of course, the woolly mammoth. Woolly mammoths are listed in the same family as elephants. Their closest living relatives are Asian elephants, which they diverged from 5.8 to 7.8 million years ago. This mammoth's range stretched across northern Asia, Europe, and the northern parts of North America. It went extinct around 9,650 years ago, with most dying 14,000 to 10,000 years ago. Lastly is Paleoloxodon pneumaticus. This prehistoric elephant was found on the Indian subcontinent and is considered by some to be the largest known land mammal. However, these claims are based on estimation from fragmentary remains and are therefore not accurate. The oldest individuals are estimated to be around 700,000 years old, with this species probably going extinct within the last 50,000 years, possibly as late as 25,000 years ago. And with that, it brings us to the end of this video. So I hope that you guys enjoyed, I hope that you learned something, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!